People be like, "What video is that?" I need to probably put labels on these things. That would help. Alright, let's try to get y'all in a comfortable position and begin our third editing stage. Get the lighting a little better on this video. Probably help. Also, it hits me my little bit of a weight here. It hits me that my audience will all be getting on at different times. Hi, nobody. This is stage 3 of my guitar painting for coffee. My speech patterns have been getting annoying. That's how I know I've been on too long today, So stage 3 is going to be glittering and outlining. And also it hits me as I'm doing my little chill out thing. I got this extra light, might help a little. But then I could put flowers up here, and it would definitely add to the finishing effect. So I go to my center, go out to the edge of the canvas, and as long as I keep that same center of the guitar, which was that spot right there, I could put the flowers. 1, 2, 3. Then for the bottom of the flowers, you can barely even see these marks. How dark this background is, but it's definitely not black, so you gotta be careful. Just so happy. I think this will make the painting really pop. Just those little guideline marks, and however big I made it on one side, try to make it the same on the other. I think this will work out a lot better for me. Try to put them in the same spot if at all possible. I'm not even sure if I'll be able to see that later, but yeah, I can a little. So whatever you do on one side, do on the other. So 3 little guide marks. These might show up in different lights because they're ink. They'll look like more of like a pink hue. I guess is a good way to put it. See if I can cut out the outside light a little bit. Bring this light up here. Might help a lot. Who knows? It's all kind of been a learning experience for me. So I'm really happy about this. Figuring out what I could do here. So because it's going to a female, I want to get for bright pinks and purples, yellows. I guess just to make them stand out a little bit more, I'll use paint markers. Well, hi. Welcome, Paranormal Walks. I threw you as a moderator so you can like and subscribe, folks, to come through here. Trying to build a community. I know you're with it. So the next part, I'm going to put down the flowers. Because I'm using the paint markers and not the acrylics like I was with the canvas, it works a little different. So I put my little guidelines there. I think I can almost see them. Grr. I'm just not confident. I got to do that one better. Where's my Sharpie? So I can't really see those other ones on the top. So this time I'm gonna make them a lot bigger. How about that? Put the Sharpie there. No works. I can paint this over with that background color again later. As long as I get that center point on, the more on it is, the more right it'll look. And whenever I do with one side, do it the other. I could do it a lot more scientific. That would probably be a good way to do it. I could actually measure out where it's hitting on the canvas, but my guitar is not quite lined up. So I think if I did it that way, I'd find out how bad I messed up. And I just don't want to know. Yeah, at this angle, it definitely looks different. I mean, I can see where the light bounced off of it. Ooh, the lighting is a lot better on this video, too. Heck yeah. Cool, I'm glad I figured that out. That was getting pretty annoying. Alright. So I was thinking just basic protection flowers. I want to say that. I always like these because they remind me of that script, no matter how far east or west, north, south. Nowhere I can go to hide from God. His protection's everywhere. Pretty decent at doing those there. Let's do the one on the other side. About the same. As far away from the edge of the campus, try to do about the same. Sup, Zay? How you doing today, fam? I'm doing a Vanishing Point guitar fur. And this is my third one today video, so I'm a little fried out. I don't know how y'all do this for hours and hours and hours. I guess it takes practice. I want to figure out a way I can do this and talk to the camera a lot. That would be cool. I think most of these came off like me just talking to myself, being all philosophical. It's just not the same without Mod Gang in here, man. So basically what I do to one side, I do to the other. And these are really going to pop with the paint markers, but if they don't, I'll go through with a different paint and just paint over this when it dries. This is from Miss Coffee, so I want it bright, want it lots of color. 1, 2, 3. You don't know about Zay? My boy, he makes rap music. Been about it for a long time. Tell you what, we all got a friend like Zay, I tell you what. I think that's one of the reasons I like you for real. It's because you remind me of so many other friends, you know. I hope I be doing that for people. Remind them of people that they love. I think that's why the church ladies be smiling at me. But I don't know, it's about God. It ain't really about me knowing. Ooh, I hope Miss Coffee gonna like this. I hope she'll be so proud of it. She'll be so happy with it. It'll be one of her best things that she got this year. She sure is a cool lady. And just doing this kind of thing, you want to keep good thoughts in your head, you know? And it all comes out in the art. It all comes out no matter what kind of art you're doing, right, Say? I do need 2 phones. No donuts this time. Yeah, kind of. I don't think you're that vulgar. The thing is that you're seeking, man. And there's kind of a humility in that. So like cussing, I think a lot different of cussing. No, I think I should be doing it because I have a different sort of people that I'm supposed to be reaching. So it's not really about me, but more about if I can't do something responsibly, then I have to abstain. So like it's not bad to cuss, but it is bad to cuss if it makes people lust after a thing. It makes my friends sound stupid. My son sounds stupid. No, I think that's where it becomes a bad thing. I do need to. I do need another phone though, so I can watch the chat. That's a good point. And then if I got another phone or another Kindle, which is even like half the price, then I could be watching the chat, and then I could also get band night go up and going again. Miss that. I miss that, man. And I found another artist on here, Christian artist. I shared it on my community this morning. Zay, you might want to check that dude out. He's got something. Your gift looks a lot different though. Ooh, I'm glad I figured this one out. Maybe I'll use that purple on those because that pink's being crackly. Sometimes these paint markers, you get stuff stuck in them. You just gotta push the little thing. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Well, I want some bright pink or purple kind of kitty pink, you know, but it's not one to go right now. Yeah, there's one to go. These you can't really do extra layers. I mean, you can, but I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes you get lucky with material, but when I've tried it before, it didn't really do much good. All the ink or paint or whatever it is just got caught in the brush, basically. And this one's gonna be real bright, bubbly. That's what I'm going for. But this is not bright enough for me. So, some sort of pink. I'm gonna use this here. What happened to the mod OGC? What are you talking about, Dave? Oh, mod GC. That shit is trash. Group chat. I'm still. Is it not on Instagram? I don't know. It's not on my phone. I didn't think to check. I mean, I don't get any kind of notifications from Instagram. So this stuff is like my favorite. It's not a high gloss. It's very dull, but just the pink will pop amazingly. But it's super old. I need to get a new one of these too. Maybe the twins are evolving or something. I don't know. I'll hit you up on IG after I get off here and tell you if it's on my phone. But I'm not really down with any kind of drama, and I doubt they are either. Who the hell knows? I think you guys were talking on it last night, right? I mean, not you and the twins, but you and the group. I had to like go to the app for it to give me any information. I don't think I have the notifications on for the app in general. But then sometimes it does go off. Like if I have an active conversation, I don't know. Maybe my phone's messing up. There's a possibility. He's gone. Oh, it's foreboding. I don't know, bro. I've been so used to people screwing me over, it doesn't even register like what could be going on. I just don't judge things. I'm sure we'll figure out what's going on. Could be the twins are getting fried out. I was trying to fish up artists for him there for a little bit, but I was thinking like that could get uh that could be the reason their IG be messing up all the time, you know? Because they got all these people trying to send them beats and their rap and all this. It's like, can I really air that on my station? Probably not. So this just being careful to get the basic shape. It will dry a little darker. And he's trying to line it up with the other flowers going down the line, making it look the same on either side. So yeah, I think this will fill the space nicely, make it seem like they're coming out of space itself. I like it. Then when I put all the glitter and stuff on there, it'll cover up a lot of the dullness of the flowers and whatever. Although those will stay glossy because they're paint markers. But this is part 3. But I really want to show the whole process so Miss Coffee can. How was that session? Tailored. Well, hi, yeah, perspective. That's one of the key words to this little art lesson. Yes, perspective. That's what it is. So this is what I was talking about. A vanishing point is my vanishing point's up here, and I built everything around that. So the guitar is supposed to look like it's coming out of space, creating depth in the painting. Yeah, and it just hit me in my last little break from this that I could put these flowers, and that would make it all pop a little bit more, give you more perspective. That is the word. I appreciate y'all's support. Oh, in case I didn't, properly run my mouth off today, I appreciate y'all's support, and I appreciate what you're doing in this here, putting out something. And I'm trying to encourage, I'm trying to find it. To tell you the truth, I'm not even in a way, kind of like what I was talking to somebody earlier about I'm not even in a way to really tell you anything besides the streams that way, because I don't really know painting or music or whatever. But boy, I'm trying to find it. So when I do find that sound, I'm gonna be lit, yo. It's gonna be nice. I found things close, but especially on hip hop, like it's something from that '90s sound, just that freedom of expression. Hi Taylor. Hi Shauna. Shauna's. Yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed to Shauna's yet, he's a really good guy out of England, or out of the UK, who does walks every morning. I try to drop through there and drop the like and subscribe thing like a proper mod gang. Because he's just such a good guy. It's such a good perspective. Um, he's a content creator, and this channel that I follow him on, that I think that profile is from, is is the walking channel. He says, I'm gonna try to change it up. So that was pretty awesome to be brainstorming with you. What the age to live in when you can just be talking to somebody from all the way across the world. Yeah. Okay, so let's let those cool out a little bit. Give me a smaller paintbrush to continue the lining on this flower. So I'm gonna start with trying to do the highlights on the rose. I really gotta change up my language. I say trying to. I'm gonna start by doing the highlights on this little bit of a rose. I've already kind of got it with the way the paint laid. The rose is just kind of like a reverse spider web structure. So kind of like a dream catcher, where it's just the petals going all the way to the inside. So I just want to lightly highlight, keeping in mind that this is not a gloss paint. So if I overdo it, it could really make it look bad quick. And I'll go back through with this Sharpie marker, some light. Okay. All right. How y'all doing today? Hi, Kevin. I like that live when you went to work. That was pretty cool, Taylor. Taylor. I had to catch it when you came back panicking about the copyright, though. Yeah, we couldn't hear nothing, though. Sounded like a distant beat. All right. Next. Maybe just a little highlight around that. So I'll just take some paint from a different part of the canvas where I don't want it so thick. Do a little bit of a highlight around the top of this hole. This will all be filled in with silver by the time I'm done. And then the frets. So this one's from Miss Coffee and Cakes, in case you didn't catch that. If you haven't checked her out, you should. If you ever see her in a room, sub that room. That's been a rule of mine for this little bit of a YouTube experience. That is one profile, one person on here that if I see her in somewhere and it's legitimately her, I'm definitely subbing that room. I've found so many cool people that way. Cool, real. Cool because they're real. That's also a rule of thumb with nobody too. Nice. Yeah, that was your recording session, Taylor, yesterday. Cause you were like schooling the shit out of him. Like, yeah, I know, but trust me, dude. Just trust me. All right. I feel just the littlest bit hesitant on the next part because I really don't want to mess it up. But I guess I better just go ahead and get it done with this much smaller brush and my yellow. I'm gonna try to fix the lining of this guitar so it doesn't look like it's falling quite as much. It's just the littlest bit. I've been kind of fighting this through all three of these videos. It's trying to get the lining of this guitar right. It's just the littlest bit. Of difference really makes a big difference. So now that it's all dried too, I could probably go through with this much smaller brush and just go right up along the lining of it with this really bright yellow. I do have gold paint markers. I'm going to go back through and do basically the same thing I was thinking, but this actually looks pretty cool, so I might not do that. Stress again, it's just the slightest little bit I'm messing up on. There it is. Oh, almost feel it when it finally goes. Oh my goodness. Almost. I think that's it. Yeah, close enough anyways. It needs to be more purple. But I have pink sparkles and stuff. I think I'll make it look a lot more purple. Hi, John Boy. How are you today? And today I'm working on a perspective. I was calling it vanishing point. Guess that would be a better word for this type of painting. For a moderator on here, it's very sweet to everybody. Whose name is Miss Coffee Cakes Bitch. And yeah, just this last part, it just makes me so nervous to do anything because I don't want to mess it up. So this last part is just going back through and cleaning up wherever I'm able to, highlighting whatever I'm able to, and then doing the lining, putting on the rose in cursive here, doing the strings, and then putting on the glitter last. So it's going to be quite the art piece. Where are you from, John Boy? And also, where'd you get that name? I love doing this. Really get in touch with yourself too. Right along with praying, the Lord will be showing you different things about yourself you didn't know. Different ideas. Yeah, that too. Different ways it could be presented or who it could be for, however it be. Just the spirit flows, doesn't it? Also, just calming your mind down, help yourself to hear yourself too. So yeah, most of this has just been me doing a monologue thing. Maybe it's because I like to talk to myself. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's an awkward thing that I do, but keep right along with it. Why break the stride, right? So, in my YouTube experience here, I've had a very interesting time. Talk about, I found a lot of different ways that people are doing the work of the Lord. I've found a lot of different people that were out here doing the work. I found religious spirits and people that are just dedicated their understanding of it, but they don't really have any conversation. You can tell, sense it. Then I met other people who had tons of conversation, but they did not have the backing of the word. They did not have the backing of the understanding of how the church is supposed to work, to say anything besides, I don't agree with the church. But if they had the word, they would be some powerful individuals. But instead, uh, I found other people who were sure that they had the right word, and it was a very different, very different. And because it was so different, they said that nobody else has the right word. We're the only ones that have the right word. It's like, well, but it goes against this word and this word and this word. Well, what do you know? Never mind. Never mind. Along with all that religiousness, all the different spaces. I mean, just utterly different congregations of people. I've also found very, very strange places. Nice. Have fun, Zay. Drive good home. I also found very, very strange places, which I've discussed on Zay's room a couple times. And let's see. So there's one. It's called Keisha Eats, and this is one of my favorite ones to not want to scroll onto, because it's just some lady staring at the camera eating like chicken and powdered donuts. Just some bigger lady, and she been having it all over herself. And she just stare, and then she talk. Then she has the audacity between chews to tell people off. She be like, "That's all right. You don't know me." And be like, what? No, powdered, powdered shit is falling off her face. You don't know me. Anyways, so right now I'm looking for all those little permanent marker marks and making sure I'm covering them up. Everything shows up under different lights, so sometimes you gotta shift around a little bit. Let's see, I found one that was a house full of 100 cats, It was no short of 100. If there wasn't 100, 120 on the screen, even, I don't know, like, and I saw one that I accidentally flipped these channels. It's not like I'm subscribed to them. It's like the algorithm keeps delivering them to me. It's not scary. It's scary. So one time I go into that cat channel, and I saw the owner come through like with the full ass sweater on, and then he just disappears for the rest of the 6 hour feed. I did not know. I saw one channel that was a guy from somewhere in Asia. It was very much was something Asian. But maybe I'm just racist. I don't know. Maybe it was Filipino. It was just a lot of cats. There was like probably 10 on screen, and they were holding all the rest of them back. And this guy was taking a whole ass cow stomach and was feeding the cats. And he was flipping little parts of it raw to the bigger cats that were hanging around. And then when he got done cutting it all up and preparing it on a little makeshift fire, then he just fed the cats. And that was the rest of the feed was like a bunch of street cats came out of nowhere and started eating this stuff. That was a pretty interesting one. Oh my goodness. It's actually kind of a trend going around, but the cup stackers are freaking awesome. If y'all happen onto one of these kids that are so good at cup stacking, first of all, I hope they don't ever get into the military because boy, we gonna need them over here for McDonald's. But that cup stacking stuff is so wow. They're fast, like straight. Load the small arms, fires fast. Okay, next, do an outliner with the same blue. As it will blend back into the purple of the guitar, which needs to be more purple. So probably there's more purple on there. And starting from the inside, and try to work on the leaves, I'll work on my language. So I'm not trying anything. Just a hint of it is alright. Um, the mind will do a lot more of this shading on the original bit. Will do a lot more. Ooh, than you could probably do with your most detailed brush. And you can always touch up more with Sharpie too. Probably what I'm gonna end up doing here. If I don't get this just perfect, I'm just too much of a perfectionist to make this a living. I have to make it look a lot more basic to be happy with it. But I sure do like coming on here. Cause y'all cool shit. In case you didn't know. Oh, 6 likes already? Y'all sure are nice. Even if he was just hanging out for a sec. My boy got recording studio going on. Zay's gonna graduate high school soon. I'm just playing. He graduated last year. We already know because he's 19. It's cool. It's cool. Let's talk shit because I know nobody's watching this. Although I'm sure Coffee will watch it later because she's a sweetheart. So maybe you'll happen to stop on that particular part and get the joke with me. Outline here. You've got to be doing something with yourself. at the end of the day, like I want to sit down with the creator and know that I did make a difference, even if it was a little one. But if it was something that was really key, it was that's really something that came from him, and I did it right. So I hope that this is what that is, an extension of, anyways. This something right. Shoot. Yeah, I can't even see that flower that I'm working on either. Oh well. It's a little bit easier with the smaller canvas to get it in the frame. If I can back the camera up a little bit more, it'll probably be okay. Not entirely sure I should have done that anyways. Yep. Is that like proper etiquette to say goodbye to somebody when they leave a room? I mostly be saying goodbye and hello all the time. And the only thing is I don't really do it because I don't really know what's gonna happen next. So I might end up going off into YouTube space and then coming back, or going off and doing something and coming back. If I say goodbye all the time, it'd be like an attention seeking thing. So I pretty much just dip out of everybody's life and then come back. Or sometimes I don't know what to say. I don't want to be taken wrong in certain ones, you know. So today is kind of also an experiment to test my, I don't know, to test who I was on in my general friend circle, what time it is everywhere, who all is on at what time. And I'm thinking the most popular time that everybody's on is either 6 or 10. So that's good to know if I have something like a Bible study I want to have on at a particular time or whatever. So that was part of today's experiment, as well as just getting this all on camera and getting me more familiar with the camera and not having one live with good lighting and no cat knocking the phone over. That's what we're going for. Right, kitty? Cat's like, who the hell are you talking to? With painting, it's always a good idea to take a step back from the canvas and make sure you're getting all your angles and there's not, your eye isn't drawn to anywhere that you don't want it to be drawn to. I'll probably go back there with the black marker out here in a little bit on this part, because I'm already going to have it out and play for that cursive on the name tag down yonder. Okay. Hey, I got it all in frame at least. Cool. Yeah, and the extra got a place it can go, just throw it on over there. Have other parts you want to tighten up. A little bit of paint goes a long way. With these paint markers too, you can paint over paint, like it'll just go right over it. No argument. So you can make your lines really, really small with this. It just goes over it. No 2-3 layers, nothing. Although it does dry darker, but it doesn't necessarily make it look any more vivid if you keep going over it though. That part is kind of funny. Okay. Well, it's coming together now. It's looking a little more like a guitar. Where's my water bottle? I really want it to be more purple. I really, really want it more purple. Let's see. Where's my purple gone? Nope. So I'm just gonna get all I can out of this purple. Such a rich purple.
Hey, Kevin?
Yeah.
Hey,
Let's see.
Pebbles is on the front porch.
Okay.
That's where she gets to live right now.
Oh
I found where she's been peeing.
yeah?
Yeah. So, litter box and everything's out there.
Okay.
Just make sure to